Muy buenas a todos, soy Serkins de TWS Squad y aquí estamos otra vez después de un mes y medio de no poder jugar a esto en el Juego de Tronos, ¿vale? En la parte 4, si no me equivoco. Y estamos justo donde lo habíamos dejado, ¿vale? Pero como veis ahora el juego está en español, ¿vale? Yo he intentado hacer la parte 4, de hecho la tengo ya casi acabada, ¿vale? De subtitular. Creo que llevaba 10 horas subtitulando, pero esta semana me enteré de que el martes que viene, es decir, el 3 de febrero, ¿vale? Sale la parte 4 de... O sea, el episodio 2, perdón. Sale el episodio 2 de este juego, ¿vale? Entonces he dicho, madre mía, no me va a dar tiempo a subtitular esta parte y luego la siguiente, que creo que nos quedan 2 partes, ¿vale? Es decir, nos queda 1 hora de juego o algo así, o 40 minutos, y no me va a dar tiempo a subtitular, ¿vale? Entonces me he bajado la traducción, que por cierto está muy bien. Tengo que felicitar al equipo que hace esto, porque se lo han currado, ¿vale? Están todos los menús subtitulados, o sea, traducidos, perdón. Y los subtítulos están bastante bien, ¿vale? Tenéis que tener en cuenta que esta gente tarda un mes y son como unas 15 personas, ¿vale? Tardan un mes en traducirlo todo y yo siempre lo intento hacer la primera semana. Así que tenéis que tener en cuenta el trabajo que yo hago, pero por supuesto también tener en cuenta el trabajo que hace esta gente, ¿vale? Que hace esto de forma totalmente sin ánimo de lucro, ¿vale? Digamos. Y se lo ocurran muchísimo. Y eso, la verdad es que me he bajado la traducción. Estoy justo donde lo habíamos dejado. Y como digo, no lo voy a subtitular yo, ¿vale? Lo que nos queda de este episodio 1. Pero, en cuanto salga el episodio 2, es decir, a partir de la semana que viene, volveré a subtitularlo. Yo lo subiré la primera semana antes que nadie. Y ya sabéis que eso es lo que distingue a este canal, ¿vale? Que siempre subimos siempre subo este tipo de juegos de Walking Dead, Juego de Tronos, etcétera. El primero, ¿vale? Subtitulado. Así que nada, aquí seguimos justo donde lo había dejado. No, esto ya lo habíamos visto, creo. Sí, esto es... Vale. Vais a ver aquí un corte hasta que empiece justo donde nos hayamos quedado. A ver, sí, esto ya lo hemos visto, ¿no? Sí. Vale, no, creo que estaríamos justo aquí, ¿vale? Pensaba que ya lo habíamos visto porque esto es lo que llevo yo tanto rato subtitulando. Y como veis ahora, lo tengo en español, ¿vale? Este es el Ramsey Snow. Está como una puta cabra. Y como ahora no tengo nada que subtitular yo, ¿vale? Pues simplemente en este vídeo me acabaré ya este episodio 1. Aunque sea el vídeo de 40 minutos, ¿vale? ¿Qué me ve?
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Vale, me quedo quieto porque si me muevo seguro que me ven. Si me quedo quieto, igual no, a ver.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Vaya huevos que tienes, Garrett. Pues qué guay que el martes que viene salga el juego, la verdad. Tenía ganas ya del episodio 2. Y bueno, no sé cómo acaba este episodio 1, ¿vale? Todavía no he jugado desde hace mes y medio, no he podido jugar más, ¿vale? Me estoy poniéndome ahora a jugar de nuevo. Vale, este tío es igual que hediondo, ¿vale? Le ha hecho prácticamente lo mismo. Lo que hacen los putos voltos. Lo que hacen los putos voltons, que están como cabras, ¿veis? Qué locura, chaval. Le quita toda la piel. Bueno.
Lord Ethan,
Lord Ethan, el nuevo
as I
señor
was
de la casa
saying,
Forrester.
you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Quiero ser
I
como
want
él.
to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you cream.
Vale, seguro que tenemos que elegir. Claro. Ey, ¿qué ha pasado aquí?
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan.
¿Quién es este hombre? Vale, como veis la traducción es latina, no es española, digamos castellana, ¿vale?
Is a deserter and a thief.
Pero bueno, está bastante bien hecho y es un español bastante neutral.
This house is doomed!
¿Qué dices tú, hombre?
all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Muy mal, muy mal.
2 shields and 3 spears.
2 escudos y 3
Why did you do
lanzas.
it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Toma.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
Y si te crees que robar ayuda, pues lo llevas claro, chaval.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
Que le corte los dedos, está
If you
diciendo todo el mundo,
punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Injusticia, no haber robado, no te jode.
My lord, my family depends on
Vale,
me.
tienes familia, entonces mostrar piedad, no, porque entonces todo el mundo va a pensar que puede robar lo que le dé la gana. Enviarte al muro casi que es más putada que cortarte los dedos, porque si te envío al muro no vas a poder ver a tu familia nunca más, ¿vale? Así que te voy a cortar 3 deditos, que te quedan otros 7, ¿vale? Más los de los pies. Y así por lo menos ves a tu familia y no vuelves a robar, ¿vale? Así aprenderás.
Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the lord's duty to carry out the sentence,
¡Hostias! ¡Claro!
but I am willing to carry it out.
I will carry out the sentence.
Ven para acá, chaval, que quien dicta la sentencia debe blandir la espada. Eso decía Ned Stark. A ver, cortar deditos. ¡Plas! Vaya locura, chaval. Vaya locura. Pero eso que hay que hacer. Por lo menos vas a ver crecer a tu familia, pringao. Un poco duro he sido, pero es lo que hay.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role.
Vale, estaba claro que van a ser estos
They
dos.
both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ey, ¿qué miras, chaval? Ey, tú también, ¿Lo queréis? Pues no sé quién se lo voy a dar. A ver, vale. Ahí está la torre. Ahí está el maestre, ¿no? Vale. Aquí el tío este. Comida. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Vale. Me gustaría hablar con su hermana, pero se ve que no puedo. Y este es el Malcolm, que creo que es... No sé quién es ahora mismo. Su tío debe de ser, ¿no? Vamos a hablar con él.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
Vale, sí.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Empacando, ¿qué es empacar?
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
Oh, qué guay.
She
Vamos a ver a
has
Asher.
asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you.
Vale, yo estoy de acuerdo en eso.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
A ver qué pasa, hermanita. No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba la hermana. Hace tanto tiempo que no juego a esto.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to. I had no choice.
You always have choices.
Mentira.
I know you said you'd get angry sometimes, but I didn't think I'd see it so soon.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
What do you suggest I do?
You must be strong, decisive. You are the Lord of
Debo
this
ser
house.
fuerte, entonces no me des la tabarra porque le haya cortado 3 dedos a un ladrón, a ver.
As Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Slash right. That means
Vale,
now.
pues voy a hablar ahora con con Duncan, ¿vale? Duncan, si no me equivoco, es el centinela, ¿vale? O sea, era el que Lord Gregor tenía, ¿vale? Como centinela.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take.
Este
In the
seguro que
past,
dice
we've
la vía
demanded
diplomática.
food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Vale, voy a volver a hablar contigo, pero ahora sobre el tema del centinela.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel.
Claro, eso lo dices porque lo quieres. No confías en
He's
él.
likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Vale, yo
Thank
ahí
you,
también estoy de acuerdo
Duncan.
contigo,
I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Pero también es que quieres ser tú el centinela, pillín. Claro, si se lo doy al otro, tú te vas a quedar todo jodido. Y seguro que digo, le pregunto a este, ¿es bueno Duncan? Y me dirá... No es bueno. Lo que pasa es que estamos en guerra y va a venir el cabronazo de... Va a venir el cabronazo de Ramsay Snow. De Ramsay Nieve.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Voy a preguntar, ¿cómo están
What's
nuestras
the state of
defensas?
our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Vale, voy a hablar con él otra vez. Darle el brazal, hablar. No,
Yes,
darle
my
el
lord.
brazal todavía no. Necesito un centinela.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action.
Vale, ¿qué hago? Es jodida esta decisión, ¿eh?
When will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good.
Igual elijo
I trust
este,
your
¿vale?
judgment, my lord.
Tiempos de guerra necesitan a guerreros, no a sabios ahí. A ver, ¿puedo hacer algo por aquí? Mirar. Pues vale. Contigo no puedo hablar. Y, hombre, Rion, ¿qué pasa?
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, you know, don't you?
You honor Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Este tío es un Arya Stark en potencia, ¿eh? A ver, escudo de Iron Wood, de madera de hierro. Mirar, venga. Vale, y por aquí ya no se pueden hacer más cosas. Solo nos queda hablar con el maestre y subir a la torre, ¿no? Si no me equivoco. A ver, maestre.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay's Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Vale, esto también lo tenemos que tener en cuenta, ¿vale? Tenemos que parecer fuertes, pero a la vez estar dispuestos al diálogo, porque si no, nos van a dar de hostias, que los Bolton son muy poderosos. Vale, y aquí no puedo hacer nada, ¿en serio? No, pues no. Vale, he subido aquí para nada. Nada, voy a hablar contigo. Ya estoy listo.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Sí.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Vale, venga.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Pues no, la verdad es que
Before
no.
I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Es que no me gusta su actitud, no sé, ¿no? Realmente no quiero elegir a ninguno. Entregar el brazal a Duncan. Duncan es que no es el momento, yo creo. Te voy a dar a ti el
Royland
brazalete, va.
you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the
Vale,
sentinel.
flipado este, ¿no?
I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your sentinel. You
Vale,
should
no
hear
te
from
piques
him
ahora.
first.
Tonto.
The
Estoy
Bolton
todo jodido.
sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother,
Voy a preguntarle
what do
a mi
you
madre,
recommend we do?
que las
We
madres
must give
saben
him
mucho.
whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
¿Qué hago? ¿Luchar, negociar o utilizar la diplomacia? Qué jodido. A ver, hagamos lo que hagamos, no... todo va a tener un lado bueno y un lado malo. Si luchamos vamos a parecer fuertes, pero los Bolton son más fuertes que nosotros, así que nos van a dar una palicilla. Si negociamos, vamos a perder el único recurso que tenemos que sirve para la corona. Si les damos toda la madera de hierro a los Bolton, y luego ¿qué les damos a la corona? No tenemos nada, ¿vale? Y si utilizamos la diplomacia... La diplomacia, pues puede ser una vía. Pero seguro que el Ramsay Snow, como es un hijo de puta, va a querer darnos de hostias. Yo creo que hay que darle un toque de acción a este juego y vamos a luchar,
My
¿vale?
sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Vale, a ver qué pasa. No sé si es la mejor decisión.
Forgive us, my
La
lord.
peor.
We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord
Es que
Ethan?
él es un bastardo, no es un lord. Es un puto bastardo. Aunque bueno, no hay que perder los modales, ¿vale? Vale, lo voy a invitar.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Te pongas tonto, ¿eh?
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do.
Bueno, a ver qué pasa.
You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house.
Forgive me.
Pobre Duncan, es buen
There will
hombre,
always
pero...
be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Vale, yo lo veo
Yes,
bien.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Vale, venga, que sí, que yo quiero ver a Asher, joder, que
I'm
mola.
trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to
Que
Essos.
sí, que te dejo. Malcolm puede ir a esos, venga.
Fine. Malcolm
Yo
will go
quiero
to
a Asher.
Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands
Esto va a
with
acabar muy
us,
mal
and
con
she
lo de
may
Ramsay
be
Snow,
able to
estoy-
help us yet.
Tengo ganas ya de ver cómo acaba. Porque Ramsay Snow es un cabrón. Pase lo que pase, seguro que acaba mal. Seguro que toda esta casa se va a la mierda y bueno, espero que me equivoque, ¿eh? Vale, aposentos de Lady Margaery. Fortaleza roja, ese marco del rey. Seguro que esto también sale mal, lo del apoyo real. ¿Qué es esto? A ver. Llave extraña, examinar. Vale, no voy a tocar nada. No le vaya a parecer mal a Marjorie. Sello real de la familia Tyrell. Vale. Tengo que coger algo por narices, nada. O no, puedo saltar y no coger nada. Vale, no voy a coger nada.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Esto salió mal, seguro, ¿o qué?
My lady, I'll leave you to talk. Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family.
Vale, estaba claro.
I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Chaval, contra el Ramsay Snow solos. Bueno, eso va a acabar fatal.
Milady.
¿Qué pasa?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family.
¿Cómo?
If you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Bueno, no me acuerdo qué ha hecho ese sirviente. No lo recuerdo bien, pero bueno. ¿Qué pasa, soldadito? Menos mirar, ¿eh? Vale, atención, que esto creo que ya se acaba aquí.
He should be here.
¿Dónde coño está Duncan?
Fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do...
Hombre, ¿quién está aquí, chaval? También.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
May I offer you bread and salt, Lord Ramsay?
I loathe bread and salt. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
Vale, me arrodillo.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do.
Qué cabrón que eres.
So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone.
Atención. Que todavía te parto la cara.
The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Foresters have been tending ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Cago en la mar.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forester.
Te estás pasando, Ramsay?
You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. you'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
¡Hostia puta! ¡Qué locura!
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord.
¡Madre mía!
Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Madre mía,
However,
estoy flipando, sin más.
foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Ryan!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Ryan!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester, quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take
Bueno,
me!
bueno,
You
bueno.
will not take him!
No, please! Ryan, please! Let me go, Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Vaya puta locura. Madre mía, chaval. Vale, y se acaba aquí el episodio 1. Lo bueno es que el martes ya tenemos más, ¿vale? Guay.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all.
Es que no voy a tener piedad en el segundo episodio.
He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone.
A ver si
There
llega
are
a ser
those
ya.
who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Coño, John Nieve.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged.
Este,
Until
este.
Ryan is home again.
Este va a ser
Our
bueno.
house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Vale, chicos, pues hasta aquí. A ver. Tú y el 55% os quedasteis con Bowen. Vale, no recuerdo quién era Bowen. Tú y el 70% mostrasteis lealtad al rey. Tú y el 18% le cortaste los dedos. Nadie le cortó los dedos, vale. Tú y el 38% pusisteis a Ser Royland, ¿vale? Como centinela. Y tú y el 61% conocisteis o sea, recibisteis a Ramsay Snow en el gran salón, ¿vale? A ver. Vale, creo que Ethan muere de todas maneras, ¿vale? En los juegos de Telltale siempre, si alguien puede morir, muere. Eso es así, ¿vale? Pero, no sé, si lo hubiese recibido en las puertas con todo el ejército no hubiese pasado esto, ¿vale? Me gustaría ver qué pasa. Probablemente lo juegue y os lo cuente, ¿vale? En el próximo vídeo. Que será ya del episodio 2, ¿vale? Esto es lo bueno. Por lo menos no he tenido que esperar 10 semanas como me pasa siempre en el The Walking Dead. Pero bueno, hasta aquí el episodio 1. Como sabéis, no lo pude subir en su día. Os pido una y mil veces perdón. Pero, vale, estos son el equipo de traductores, ¿vale? Pero bueno, ahora en el episodio 2 sí que lo subtitularé, ¿vale? Como hago siempre. Intentaré subirlo lo antes posible, ¿vale? Supongo que en una semana y algo, una semana y media conseguiré subtitularlo, ¿vale? Así que nada, chicos, espero que os haya gustado. Perdonadme por la espera. Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo el martes que viene, ¿vale? ¡Adiós!